Hello guys, welcome to the football mess. It's gonna be slippery as usual. Thank you so much for your support. Today I'll be talking about the English Premier League officials and VAR. It is only 2 weeks remaining to English Premier League resuming. Since the time of Arsene Wenger and Ferguson era, it is high time we demand as football fans and English Premier League fans all over the world. There is no way you can have the best league in the world with poor officiating. Season in, season out. I remember the season that Arsenal lost the unbeaten run of 49 matches. That referee decided Arsenal must lose that match. I remember that game very well. Gary Neville was tackling carelessly all over the pitch. All of the Manchester United players were aggressive, very, very aggressive, starting with Roy Keane, Rio Ferdinand. I remember even before they gave Manchester United that penalty of Rooney diving. Even Rooney himself wasn't even touched, but the referee gave a very absurd penalty because of poor officiating. And that referee that officiated that game against Arsenal in Old Trafford is among the board of PGMOL, the officiating body in English Premier League that is headed with Howard Webb. We had very many rumors. Howard Webb is a Manchester United fan. We have heard very many rumors. Mike Dean was a Newcastle United fan. Last season there were rumors that a certain official who was officiating a match between Luton and was it Nottingham Forest was a Luton fan. Yes, I know these people are human beings. And why is it that majority of these officials in English Premier League, they come from Manchester? There is no official, and if there is officials from London in English Premier League, they are very, very few, because majority of these officials in England come from Manchester. And some of these referees go to these tournaments that are organized with these Arab countries, forgetting that we are competing with the teams that are owned with Arab states in English Premier League. I don't get the logic behind such initiatives in England. Yes, I know it is a side hustle. These people are paid. For instance, Michael Oliver, who attends those tournaments in Arab states. We have very, very many controversial referees in England. Sometimes, because I watch football all over the world, we have very good referees in Spain. Very many referees in Spain. There is no weekend in English Premier League that will go without a controversy. Every weekend there is a controversy. Every weekend. And when we are competing with the best team ever in English Premier League, Manchester City, it is unfathomable. These officials making errors each and every weekend, and they get demoted to championship, but the following weekend they are officiating. How can the best league in the world doesn't have cameras on the line? For instance, that goal that Newcastle scored against Arsenal last season that made Arteta furious, and he spoke on behalf of very many Arsenal fans around the world. How on earth can the best league doesn't have technology to know that this ball was outside? This ball was, even Willock himself admitted that the ball was outside, but Newcastle scored that and they won that match, and Arsenal lost. I remember also that game against Brentford the previous season. They scored an offside goal but there was no VR. Even just drawing a line to know that Norgard was offside, they didn't. What is the agenda with these officials from England, with Arsenal? I'm talking about this because I'm an Arsenal fan. Last season we lost the English Premier League with just 2 points. Last season. The previous season, I don't know, was it 5 points? And Mikel Arteta has always lamented about this. There are very, very marginal room for error. Very marginal. Because we are competing with a team that can go 20 matches unbeaten. How can you compete with such a team? A team that its wages, it is almost over £1 billion. The spending. How can you compete with such a team with officials making errors every weekend, costing teams prestige and trophies? I remember David Luiz being given a red card against Wolves when Arteta came to Arsenal. A very absurd red. I remember Martinelli being given a very absurd red with Michael Oliver. And some things go unpunished against other teams. I remember a goal Martinelli scoring in Old Trafford and being disallowed that Odegaard has fouled Eriksen. What is the agenda with officials in Premier League and Arsenal? It is high time the English Premier League improve the officiating in English Premier League. If truly they believe that that is the best league in the world. Yes, they have the finances, but the Arab countries are showing English Premier League. We also have the financial muscle. It is high time, because we as fans, we pay decoders, monthly decoders to watch that league. And we want value for our money because we pay to watch those matches. This money that I'm paying a decoder to watch Premier League, that's what those companies buy rights with, to watch those matches. Wherever you are in Africa or wherever you are in the world, you pay for those decoders on monthly subscriptions. The best league with poor officiating, it is unfathomable. It is absurd. It is frivolous. Oh, these apologies of Howard Webb, those apologies he should keep to himself next season. I'm urging Arsenal players and the coaching staff in Arsenal, let us not let these officials decide our matches. Let us win convincingly. Let us be ruthless in front of goal. Let us be ruthless on a clear-cut chance. I will be furious, I will be fuming if we let Manchester City win this trophy for the 5th consecutive season. With the help of these officials that make competing with Manchester City even harder. Because I don't hear Manchester City complaining about these errors every weekend. But they have costed Arsenal very many points last season. Enough is enough. We need change. We need to see proper officiating in English Premier League. They have the finances. Most of the time I don't get the agenda of referees and Arsenal. I remember those days that Arsenal was being referred to as team of blacks because it had majority of players who are black in that team. I don't know the agenda of referees and Arsenal. And I'm urging Arsenal players, guys, let us win this trophy. Let us not let these officials decide our matches. Let us give them a hard time to decide whom they will hand over this trophy. This is our season. Come on, you Gunners. This is our season. We cannot let these people hand over this trophy to Manchester City this season. This is our season. Come on, you Gunners. Come on, you Gunners. Thank you so much for watching the Football Mess it's gonna be slippery as usual. Mucho gracias wherever you are watching. Asanteni sana wherever you are watching. Merci wherever you are watching. Thank you so much. Football mess.